Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and today we're doing something a little bit different. This is the Marasai, which I rolled last week, and this is going to be a double feature, because I got two rounds that I thought were interesting, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted to run, so I'm running both. Don't expect to make a huge habit of this, but it's, I just felt like it, and that's the only reason. Marasai is decent. It's a fairly standard general. It can use the Marasai beam rifle that the Hyzak has been using, which now has 6 rounds. I swear it used to have less, but, 6 not a bad number at all. It also has the Sea Serpent, which is kind of basically a heat rod. It's a very linear one, kind of like the custom heat rod, but it also has the advantage of readying up a little bit faster, I think, and I've been landing it pretty well. I don't know, there's just something about the way it works that it is easier to use for me than a heat rod. I'm not sure why, but it just is. I think it's partly is because of the way that they changed the heat rod in the last couple of patches, which I just got a little bit more used to it, I think, but as you can see, this round isn't starting out well. They've got a pretty good lead, a 2,000 point lead, and I'm here trying to track down that enemy pilot that's trying to bomb our base. This is going to become a theme, but let's see. Missed that shot that I was confident I was going to make, and that is just pure hacks. That knife shot should have connected, and it didn't, and that just really annoyed me. But the round got interesting from there, because, okay, yeah, they're going to plant a bomb, and one of our pilots is going to attempt to defuse it. And meanwhile, while they're planting the bomb, they're also attacking our base. So, just interesting tactics going on. I just saw the enemy pilot leave. They're trying to take care of the other person, and I'm not having a lot of luck stopping them. And see, I'm not sure. I don't think I get them, and I think, okay, yeah, the bomb's successfully defused, but I don't think I got the enemy pilot. So even so, we both leave, and which means the enemy pilot is probably just going to plant the bomb again. But as we do that, everybody else spawns in, so we're pretty much ready to attack. As you can see, they have taken more than half of our base's health, so it's not ideal. Like I said, this round is turning out kind of rough. This is, of course, another Arctic base mission. They've already destroyed the shuttle. Let's see, Vulcan killed there, which is all that was needed to finish that off. That is a Gilded, forget whose it is, Vincent Gleisner, I think, which means it has the optional beam rifle that becomes a shoulder cannon. That person is dead. The bomb is still, trying to go off. Sea Serpent's at the ready, and I got tagged from, like, the one person that the entire rest of my team was on. They could not keep me off of that long enough to keep this guy stunned and keep him in his mobile suit, so, we're about to have another bomb planted, but meanwhile, we've got one isolated mobile suit here, which is what I'm going to be working on, because that's points. And let's see, they've got some support fire out. It will probably hit me. It was that kind of round. Landed the Sea Serpent. I think that's a Mudrock we killed, and it took the 2 of us. And let's see. Yeah, so probably they're about to plant another bomb. Like I said, it happens like at least twice during this round. And I just saw somebody up there that is relatively isolated that I can be fighting and also backing up one of my teammates, hopefully. Missed the Sea Serpent by just a hair, and missed that too. Yeah, so time to just get in and hope they don't notice me. They did not think to tackle. I don't think they knew I was there until the last second, which worked out for me. And yeah, as you can see, knockdown swing into beam rifle into Sea Serpent is a viable combo, so keep that in mind. But now I'm surrounded, so I'm gonna die. Very much going to die. But I'm also going to bail, because what's good for the goose is, in fact, good for the gander. So I'm going to try and get in there to plant a bomb. Since they've been doing that themselves, they are fully prepared for this. As you can see, there's 3 of them. Now, decisions. They all go in. They all go in to see I'm there. And I decide that if I'm going to steal something, I'm going to steal the Gelgoog. This was a good choice, not for the reasons that I picked at first, which is, Gelgoog. The good reason is that by having this Gelgoog here, that Camphor and this ground type are both locked into this corner. You can't really get around. Okay, so that person could get around, but yeah, there's just, you can't get through that little space with certain mobile suits, the Gelgoog being one of them. The ground type's having trouble because the Camphor's there. Landed the tackle. So yeah, I am just, pounding on these guys. I am just, beating the heck out of them while I, keep them in the corner. But now I'm going to get surrounded. Managed to tag the Camphor, but yeah, I'm not going to last much longer. I am going to escape this thing because, well, I don't want them to get the points for it. Unfortunately, the pilot's right there. He's about to get into the tank. If I'd shot the tank, we probably could have gotten it to explode, but... And they are probably, yeah, they tagged me, but you may have seen there's another pilot there headed for the enemy base. So, they are going to try and do the same thing that I was trying to do, the same thing that the enemy was trying to do, and go plant a bomb. And the bomb is is successfully planted. So now, basically, my object is to get over there and hassle all of those guys until the bomb can go off. So there's a Mudrock, it's kind of in my way, and that's kind of a problem because it has type advantage on me. It managed to back off just far enough to not get Sea Serpented. Managed to stun it, but yeah, it got past me, so I decided to just go over here and mostly ignore it, which may be a mistake. Yeah, I decided it was a mistake when it came up behind me, and time to start working on it. Stun into Serpent, and it's dropped to a knee, which means I can get my melee in really well. I think I could actually have used the Sea Serpent. I think it re-readies fast enough. I could have done a two Serpent combo there, but I can't guarantee it. I'm dead, but I kept them occupied long enough that the bomb is going to go off, giving us the lead. We are unfortunately not going to win, but we're going to come really close. And the way we're going to lose is just kind of entertainingly stupid. I'm about to spawn in at our base because I see somebody headed over there because I know exactly what it is they are about to try and do. That is, they are going to try and destroy our base by hand because there's no time left to plant a bomb, and if they kill it, they will get enough points to win. So, yeah, there's this Camphor here. There's other mobile suits that are working on that. Managed to tag the Camphor with the Serpent. Got it with the Saber, too. So, Camphor's nearly dead. But unfortunately, there is, I'm not sure, I think it's the Gundam ground up there. And it turns out those SML missiles just do a number on your base. So yeah, that ground type and its ally and probably the Mudrock combined are going to do our base a destroy here. There's just nothing we can do about it. There's too many of them. They destroyed the base. We have a tiny lead, and right now, just fishing for some kind of damage I can do in the last second, and it's just not enough. So, yeah, that's the first of the 2 rounds, and I thought it was entertaining. So, we are going to take a look at the stats here for a second. I was most targeted and accomplished a little else, but again, just interesting round flow and just, chaos, so I thought it was worth running. But on to round 2. And here we are with round 2. I am once again in the Marasai, once again with the beam rifle. It does have the... Man, I think it's usually spelled Phaidine rifle in English, but in Japanese it's Fadaine rifle, which, of course, actual word. But it is a long-charging beam rifle with a beam saber built into the opposite end. So it basically not only gives the Marasai use like the Nemo has as a long-range fighter, but also changes its melee pattern. So I'm going up after that Goof flight type because I was kind of hoping I could see Serpent it out of the air. If I can connect, I can, but I'm pretty sure I'll have to be closer than it's actually going to let me be. Got a couple of beam shots off on it. I think it may have fallen onto this platform. It's about to knock me down, so I can try to go up after it, which was honestly very foolish. I went down, it went up, it didn't knock me on my feet, so... And Sea Serpent connected, so I managed to get a shot off while it was knelt, but was not able to follow up without getting tackled. As it is, though, I can follow up now. Yep, landing beam rifle into landing Sea Serpent into downswing, and we're off to a good start. We've got a little bit of a, we're down a tiny bit you know, 1 kill to their 2, but I am nearly dead, so I'm figuring the most productive thing I can do is take this waypoint. Getting a little bit stuck up on the bridge here. They did destroy my Marasai, but they did not destroy me. They also did not either notice or care what I was doing, which is nice. So, off to the waypoint. We will take it. I'm really amazed nobody thought to kill me. I would have thought to kill me. Like, the first thing I want to do when I'm in a place where there's no pilot, where there's a mobile suit and no pilot, is figure out what the pilot's objective is and take care of it. Shuttle's nearly destroyed. I thought I'd see if the machine gun can damage it. Cannot. Bazooka can, but it's not enough to kill it. Now, it's waiting for Booster to come back, and back to the point so I can collect a new Marasai. And as you can see, we're down a little bit now, about 2,000 points, and somebody already disconnected. Whether that was out of frustration or whether that was out of, you know, internet troubles, I don't know, but the end result is the same for us. That Goof Flight is up there. I believe it is hassling one of our people in the tunnel, so it's time for me to go up there and see what I can do. And what I can do is shoot that Goof Flight type in the back. It managed to get out of the way of the Sea Serpent and got a good combo off on me, but I did manage to dodge roll back out of the end of it. Got a tackle off, which means I am now free to use melee. I'm amazed we didn't bounce off each other, which used to be a thing, but either way, got that kill. And 3 of us did that. We are the only 3 people alive, and I realized this and stopped charging ahead because, for one thing, there's nobody on our side of the map, which means they're either all dead or they're massed somewhere else or something. So time to plant an airstrike and make some repairs until the enemy starts approaching, or just get back in and get ready for them to approach. Either one. But we're gonna, yeah, that's right, I just pulled back to in front of our carrier to make sure that we could get some repairs. Somehow the airstrike took. I think it's because this area is so small. But either way, yeah, time to move forward, because basically in a map this small, with when you're down a person, you want to be where your allies are. If one of your allies is advancing, go with them, see if you can help them out. And here's that Goof again, which I am going to go fight again, because I've got type advantage, and I seem to be doing a pretty good job of it. Tagged it. Don't know if I caught it in a stun, but I did tag it, and up the hill I go. And waiting for it. Got a camper backing me up. Never a bad thing. And missed the Serpent because they fell off the edge of the world. So down we go. And now I'm on top of the Medea and waiting for a good shot. They perhaps did not know that now activating your flight mode cancels your invulnerability. I accidentally hit our camper, so I decided to just jump in and protect them by murdering this guy. And they got the kill, and that's fine. Sent the sorry tell, but yeah. So I would not have dropped him with that beam shot. He would have had enough stun resistance to stay in the air, but I cracked his shield, so that knocked him to the ground and let us follow up. So yeah, sometimes, especially with flight types, it might be useful to aim for the shield, because yeah, you can, it does, you know, when the shield breaks, it is a guaranteed stun, no matter what. So I think there might be a few minor situations where it does not result in a stun. I mean, when you're already down, just for an obvious one, but yeah, otherwise, it's a stun, it is useful to have. That is, I think, a G4, which not a great matchup, but not a terrible one either. It may well kill me, though, because, yeah. Actually, no, because it's retreating, because it has, I think, no boosts and not a lot of health. So there's our flight type friend again. Get a shot in on them, and moving in, Serpent missed. Beam rifle will not, if I can actually tag somebody with it. I'm kind of back in the corner here for cover. And there is something I hit. It is camphor, I believe. Serp, missed the Serp, got killed. And we've got a tiny little lead, but considering that we are down a person, that is not a terrible thing to have. So let's see what happens from now. Yeah, somebody said drop back. I think it's good advice, but you know, if somebody advances and they get the lead, we're gonna have to push. We've got a Gunner Gundam, I think it is. It's either a Gunner Gundam or a Heavy Gundam up on the ridge. That's not a terrible thing. I believe it's Blue Destiny 2 out in front, along with the camper, both of which can be kind of fragile, so yeah, I came up to try and help the camper, or the Blue Destiny. Blue Destiny was already dead, so I decided to pull way back. Camper is out there somewhere, camping, obviously, but I'm yeah, I'm just going to pull back here and wait because I am... Yeah, just got to wait for a good angle. Goof Flight is moving towards us. Yeah, the camper did get taken out. I knew against their concentrated team there was not much I could do to help, so I'd rather stay back here with our support and keep it alive. Because the Goof Flight type, it does have type advantage. It's probably going to go right for it, so... Since I've already made the Goof Flight my special friend, I may as well keep that up. Landed a beam shot. It landed a Sturmfaust, and you can see that didn't do a lot of damage to me. And landed another beam shot. And yeah, I just don't have the push to stun it from here. I'd need something either that hit for heavy stagger or something with machine gun bullets. The Zaku F2 anti-air gun does actually do enough stun damage that 2-3 shots will drop a flyer. So it does do what it says on the tin. It is a good anti-air weapon. Let's see. I forget what else can use that. And I'm not... Oh, I was aiming for the guy on the ground, and I am so sorry. Managed to walk past and get that camper down. Again, that's one of the things I tend to do when I get... when you stun an ally, one of the best things you can do, and what I succeeded in doing there, is protecting them. Just move forward, soak those shots, try to move forward and stun the person you were actually going for, and protect the ally that you just knocked down if you can. If that... yeah, and I landed the full combo there. Stun into rifle. Into rifle. So, yeah. Pilot got away, but that is how the round ends. And, yeah, we won a person down. And I think I made pretty good use of the Marasai's capabilities here. So, there's that pilot just floating there around the corner. But, yeah. I'd say that was a pretty good round, and collectively, I'd say that was, some pretty good Marasai work. Top score for me at 2,500. And, yeah. Not bad at all. So, yeah, 5 kills, 2 deaths. Not terrible. So, yeah, that is going to do it for today's extended Gundam Battle Operation 2. Today is, of course, also the weekly update, so check that out. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! The MS in Action Marasai mold is really nice. It's kind of a heartbreaker in a way because they... slimmed the design down too much. The original Marasai art is kind of thick, but the toy is just very slender, which means there's not a lot of body mass to balance out that weird head. It just doesn't quite work, but I will say that the 3-tone plastic on the Titans Test Team version, very pretty. So I have 2 versions of that mold, and I wish it were a better representation of the Marasai, but in terms of just articulation and engineering and all those good things, it's a fantastic toy.